beautiful day here in London town. It's the sort of day that you want to sit on a bench with a flask, pot of tea, few biscuits, put a hanky on your head and drop to sleep. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that type of day. It's summer, and it's the very height of summer coming up at least anyway. You know, the middle of June is going to be the longest day, and then it all reverses back. Ooh, very depressing, isn't it? I know. You can hardly believe it, can you? But what's interesting here is, if you think about it, back when we were children, we just enjoyed summer's days. You expected it to be hot, and you really, were equipped to deal with it. We didn't have all the technology that we have today, the endless weather forecasts telling us the hot spots and where we should be nervous about going. Now, recently, the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, put out a warning, and the warning was simply this: that on this particular day we should consider whether we should be driving in our cars because of the climate. That's right. Now, what's interesting here is it's already incredibly expensive, all thanks to his madcap schemes of reducing traffic down to 20 miles an hour in the very heart of London. Not only that, there's a ULEZ charge coming in the autumn, which, unless you are driving an electric car, you will get to have to pay a considerable amount of extra money just to come into the centre of London, regardless of your level of work or not. Now, let's not forget, of course, that it's very, very opportunistic for the Mayor of London to put out these demanding claims. But many people truly believe that climate lockdown could be something of the future within the next 2 to 3 years, and fines could be brought in. I kid you not. Also not forget that the current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, is busy promoting his very first book all about climate change up and down the country. So it makes sense for him to put out a scare tactic to everybody think, wow, really? Shouldn't we be using the cars? Are things that bad really in the very centre of London? Not really. This is a man, of course, who's claiming that the London Underground over here, the Tube, really needs more money. We need more people on it. There's a very expensive ad campaign. And what's interesting also regarding that is this: claims that we need more money inside London Underground and on Britain's railways. The posters claim if you can walk, do so. So if you're walking, you're not actually going to be paying to go on the tube. Has anybody seen a more ridiculous and daft business idea? The bottom line is you need more people on the tube, so it pays for a better service. But in the world of the London Mayor and Sadiq Khan, everything's a climate fantasy. And the bottom line is, the better he does out of this climate fantasy, the more opportunistic it becomes for him once he's left office, which will be in around about a year's time, considering there's now 4 very strong contenders to take over that particular role. You see, according to that very good source, Mr. Khan sees himself as a, shall we say, latter-day elder statesman, all about climate, scooping up the non-believers of the Greta Thunberg school of thought. More importantly, do you believe it? And more importantly, do you believe in a few years' time we simply could have a climate lockdown, not just here, but around the world? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.